Hello everyone, this is KOW with Islands of Insight again. Kind of feels like the only game I've played for like 2 weeks is this. Um, that is okay. You know what? I'm near Lost Grids, so I'm going to actually get started with those, since there's still like 100 of these left to do. So I'm just going to do a few, and then move on to something else, I guess. Let's just take this one. Don't make this pattern, so no squares, no dark squares. Connect all dark cells. So, this is given. Connecting all dark cells, only one can go through here. Okay, well, let's look how tall this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 13. So is this 13 across? 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. Well, this already has 5. Is there any way... This is... If this is a dark cell over here on the very far left, all of these have to be white cells, which should overload. So this has to be white. I think the same here. If any of these are dark cells... Wait, hold on, we're at 6. No, one of these has to be a dark cell. Which means all of those are white? That's what it's got to be? That's interesting. I can do branching paths, though. I just can't make square. Well, I'm never gonna make a square. So, alright. So why did we have this rule? Why not just make these not... Make these, like, automatically just white? Because that's just a... Whatever. Connecting dark cells needs to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have to go down that far. 4's got to be blocked, so if it went as far as it could, it would only go this far, so it's got to be blocked here. Or there, but since dark cells connect, it would have to be here anyway. Same with this. Either this piece or that piece is a dark cell. So this is a dark cell going all the way around to here. Yep. The 13 is complete. Let's see. The 11 can only add one more space here, which would make 9, so 10, 11 for sure. It means that can't be dark cell, neither can those. These both have to be... Oh. These both have to be dark cells, because otherwise the 12 will overload. Which means 12 has to go up at least that far. And since this has to come through, the 12 has to go up all the way. This 4... is already seeing 4, so now we have to bring that. The 3 is also complete. The 9 is also complete. The 11 is now complete. So the 4 has to have a black cell here or here, so this one's black cell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's also figure out this stuff. We have 12 and 10. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what that is going to be. This needs 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's the end of that. Yeah, that puzzle's fine. Not my favorite. Don't make this... Oh, that's annoying. This has to be a light cell, because if this is, it's still got to go up. This also has to be a light cell. Let's see. Well, if I did this, we would have to also make this a dark cell, and that's it. Whereas if this is a dark cell, yeah, I see what's going on here. Alright. So we want to put dark cells in places where, for instance, like this is not, well, that's not a spot, you can do it anyway. This now has to be dark. Which means this also has to be dark. That's done. Does it mean we just do like... Alright, we gotta... That means we have to also do this, right? We have to... Across 2. Whatever. What am I trying to say? Like, every other has to be a white cell because of that rule. So this being a dark cell means that's a dark cell. This also has to be because of that rule. So does that. That can't be because of the thing. This can't be, and that can't be. So I think these also... Yeah, these all have to be white. Yeah, I don't like that rule. Let's see. Don't make 3 in a row of dark cells. Well, these have to be dark. You can't Oh, actually, all of these has to be dark. You can't put two galaxies together. These both are going to have to be dark. Let's see. If these are dark, then that is. That means... Oh, no, these can both be white. It's fine. These both have to be dark. We can't connect two galaxies together. That's got to be dark now. Let's see. We can't connect these. Can't connect those. Can't connect those. This is complete here. Let's see. This is possible. Oh, exactly one symbol per light area, so it is required. Okay, so we do have to do this. We have to block, which means... No, it means we're good so far. Let's see. Any other thing we can guarantee? If it's exactly one symbol per light area, no 3 in a row dark cells. Well... If this is a dark cell, we're in trouble right here. The reason why is because we'd have to have 3 in a row white and 3 in a row dark, which would break this rule. So this has to be a light cell. And now we can't connect these two. That's done. At least one of these two has to be a light cell, and because light symbol, one symbol per light area, forces this to be a light cell right here. This is going to have to be dark, forcing this to be light, which has to connect somewhere. It's not going to connect here because it would overload, or it wouldn't be able to go over the edge there. This has to connect to something, so it's going to connect here. Let's see. These can't connect to each other, so that is the end of that. These can't connect. I see. I see how it's supposed to go. That means... I think we're done with this piece. Can't have 3 in a row. So I think we're there. Same deal as with this piece up in the top right as in the bottom left. If I actually do extend this white piece, then the black would have 3 in a row. So we can't extend it. And we're almost done. We're almost done. There it is. That one's actually kind of a good puzzle. I like the logical progression of that puzzle. It was good. Good job, puzzle designer. Whoever did that one, gold star for you. Okay, so this kind of stuff is irritating, which is... I'm glad that the galaxy on the edge of a piece is something only in the Lost Grids, because I think this is a bad idea. All dark areas have the same shape and size. Okay, so we can't have white pieces here or there, so they both have to be black. I believe the same here. So now, this looks to be symmetrical and so does that. Can we make all of these like this? We can. And now we just fill the rest in white. How about this 2-star puzzle? Let's see how this one goes. We can't connect these for sure. Connect all dark cells, though. Those aren't going to connect. Neither of those. Well, that's kind of solved. That's got to be a dark cell. So does that and that. Okay, that's where the easy part ends. Now, if this was a light cell right here, we would have a bit of trouble, I think. Would we? Well, we'd have to... Yeah, we'd have a bit of trouble. We'd have to... Yeah, we couldn't bring this 3 anywhere. So this has to be... This also has to be a dark cell. Now... If we brought the 3 this direction... I don't think that would necessarily end things. It would force this 3 to come up, which means... Is this the best way to do the 3 here? Can't be that. Yeah, the dark cells would have to come through, and we would be out of space. So I think that's impossible here. So we're gonna mark this. And now the 6 has to come through this way. 3 does have to come down. 3 has to come around. So the question is it here or there? Oops. Not sure yet. This 8, I can't see any reason why it wouldn't just connect here. And just like do this kind of thing, and then like this. Why wouldn't I just do this? Yeah, there you go. Let's grab another one. I don't want to spend all day at the Lost Grids, but we can do something. All light regions of area 7, but no 3 in a row. So I think this is the only way to do it. Okay, that was easy. Let's do another one. I expected that to take a couple minutes. Let's grab this 2-star puzzle. See what it is. Okay, those have to be filled in here and there. Alright, that's what we start with the myopia arrows. We haven't seen myopia arrows in a while, but they're pointing to the closest, all the closest cells. So if the closest cells even were here, were black cells, these would have to be white, no matter what. So yeah, wherever the arrow isn't pointing has to be the same color as the cell. That's got to be black, because otherwise it's not pointing to any black square. Connecting all dark cells is going to force us to do this. This is acceptable because I could put 2 black cells there, but I could also put 2 white cells there and make that the black cell. Now, let's see. There has to be a black cell one of these 2, which means it has to be a black cell one of these 2. There's no getting around it. Same with one of these 2 and one of these 2. So if we did this... No, it seems to be fine to do... This seems to be a fine thing to do. Whereas if we brought it this way, it would also be fine. No, it wouldn't. If these were the closest black cells, right, to here, right? I can't make this. I would still have to bring this down. So no matter what, these are black cells. Does that make sense? I don't think I explained my logic there, and it's very important that I waste all of your time. So if I, of course, say with this arrow that it is like so, these are the closest. And I'm not worried about whether these are white cells or not, right? Like, these can be black or not. But if these are the closest, then we're in trouble. See what I mean? Okay, so we do have to... this one could be... Oh, it could be either one, right? Like, what if this was, and then this was here? It could be one or the other. Is there any way to do this? Oh, I see. Hold on, I gotta be paying attention to this arrow. Because there's a black cell 2 spaces away above, there have to be black cells like this. Doesn't stop me from putting black cells here. And here... So either this or that. This one of these 2 spaces. Well, if this is a dark cell, then that is as well. So no matter what, that's a dark cell. Still doesn't help me here. Well, let's imagine a world in which I did this. I would have to put dark cells here, which is fine. Hold on a second, I'm not paying attention to these rules. We want to connect dark cells. We also want to connect light cells. Do I have a checkerboard somewhere? Yeah, I do. This has to be a dark cell. Seems the only checkerboard I have. I also can't put any dark cells here, because I would block this in. So these all have to be light cells. If I could get any other edge pieces, I could figure this one out a lot faster. If... Oh yeah, I can't... No, oh, wait, what am I doing here? What am I doing with that piece? This is from my guesstimate thing. Now, if I were to put this in like this, I'd put a dark cell here. There'd have to be. Which would bring dark cells all around here and there. Is this okay? Seems to be. I would have to. I see. Is there any way to have a light cell here? If there's a light cell here, I have to have light cells all up here because of the rule about connecting all dark and all light cells. So this has to be a dark cell, which means both of these do have to be dark cells. Because of the myopia arrow rule. Now, if this were a light cell, we'd have the same thing going on up here. Which is fine. This looks fine. I can easily solve all of these, I think. If this is a dark cell, it would force dark cells here, which also seems okay. Not sure. But if I did this, we would have to have this. Seems fine to do this. We would still have to bring all of these up and around, and that, and this. We'd have to do that way, and we can't have checkerboards, so we'd have to do this. This seems fine. Either this connects... hold on. We would have to do this, which would force us up and around, which is fine. Yep, that's the one. Wow, that was tricky. I liked it, kind of. Not 10 out of 10 liked it, but I liked it. Okay, now let's actually go explore some puzzle areas for the hub worlds. Since I started Autumn Falls, let's do some Autumn Falls. This is the place I have done the fewest puzzles, I believe. Or the lowest percent, last I checked. I think I've only done like 20-something% of them here, whereas I've done like 40% in Verdant Glen and Lucha Waters. Or actually close to 50% on one of them, I think. I don't know. I don't have the files open. I never really open them before I start. I just kind of play. Okay, so we're looking at something down there. Yeah, we're looking at that building. But I need to see it through the roof of another building. You know what I mean? I need to be able to see that roof down there. So probably from here. And there's a cube there. Interesting. Through a different crack, maybe? Haha, crack. Maybe from up higher? Like, what if it is, in fact, from up here? Ah! This feels too high now. Oh, hey, there's a ring there. And I missed it. Try again. Like... feels like this is sort of where I want to be. Oh, this is sort of where I want to be. There it is. But anyway, I don't open up my save stat like right before I play, because I'm trying not to like deliberately search for very particular puzzles until I get to the point where there's not many left. Because I can still just run around and find a billion of them without trying. I haven't really struggled with that so much. Like in the Enclaves, I would definitely, toward the end, just pull out the file. Oh, I did that one. Pull out the file when there was like one cube left, because I'm not spending 40 minutes looking for one cube. That's not fun for anybody. Let's see. What if I did this, and then I just rolled all the way down? Cool. That's it. So once I get to the point where there's basically just one cube left, sure, I'll pull out the file, I'll open it up, and I will use the map within to find it. But for now, there's too many puzzles to do that with. No checkerboards, connect dark cells, and no branching paths. So that's obviously not going to be a thing. And because there's no checkerboards, we have to do this. So one of these two is black, but we can't have branching paths. So that can't branch, so there we go. Don't have to worry about connecting light cells, so... no checkerboards is fine. So there's that. No branching paths, no branching paths. I think that's just... it's really not much of a puzzle. But it is still fine. How about you? Okay, so I need to be... obviously only one wide when I go through here. I feel like maybe if I'm 1 by 3, then 1 by 2, then 1 by 3, then 1 by 2, that'll work out really nicely. But it could be the other way. No, 1 by 2 here would work out really well, because then I'd be 2 by 3 there. 1 by 3, 2 by 3. So, 1 by 2. how would I get to that point? Would I do it from here? Because now I'm screwed. I'm screwed no matter what I do if I go that way. How do I get to that point? Do I start it from here? I might start it from this end. I see. And then I go down through this part. We're good. Yeah. That one's all about finding your way through that left side. Hey, level up. I see what we get for that. Almost at the end of the level up track. It only goes to 99. Cool. At which point I have to do something else to level up? I don't know. I can still level up these puzzle types. I think that's about all that I care about there. Yeah, that level up and customization, all those unlocks is definitely the remnant of... Is it in the tree? Yeah. Remnant of when the game was intended to be the massive multiplayer online game, but not having that means it's just fun little cosmetics for you. There. Okay, I think I need to be like in this. Oh, there's really no angle there. There's no real angle to get between those two. So do I have to be on this side of it? I think I do. Yeah, that's neat. I like Sentinel Stones puzzles. They tend not to be super hard, but I do like them. I think it's all about making that pattern. Cool. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about doing a music puzzle where the whole objective is to create a recognizable pattern from it, like this creates the face, because unless the pattern is as simple as that, the music is going to sound like garbage unless you set it up. So like in this setup, so it's a predictable scale, like, right? Right, with the notes. But you could set up a pattern that looks nice, but have the notes themselves be unpredictable. Like this is a C, this is an F, this is an E, this is an A, that kind of thing. But at that point, just make a pattern grid. Don't do a music puzzle with that. Okay, no squares, so we gotta do this. We gotta do that as well. We do have to connect both dark and light. Okay. What are we gonna do with these now? Oh, this gotta be dark as well. We have to have light here. We're gonna have to have... At least one of these is dark, but it could be either this or that. They just can't both be white. If I made this light, that would be fine. This solves the puzzle right here. Watch. We have to go around. Let's go around there, and now we're done. Ah, there. Here, you know what? Let's solve an armillary rings puzzle. Is it through here? Yeah. We're heading up to Serene Deluge. Let's not quite go that far. Let's keep getting the puzzles on the edge. Yeah, that one still counts as Autumn Falls. A few of these on the edge here might count towards Shady Wildwood, though. We'll see. Yeah, when I look at the map, like when it considers hub puzzles, there's a huge overlap in this area between 3 and 4. There's like World 4 puzzles as far as where I'm putting my mouse now. It's crazy. Alright then, so this is the only red, so let's get it out of the way. I'd love to get green. Oh, green's already settled. But let's now get the cyan, so that's going to make green settle. Oh. Well, this feels like it's just going to work. Okay. Thank God. A couple episodes ago, I remember doing that really hard one. Yeah, it's too bad, because when the... phasic dials get hard, they're not hard because you have to do a bunch of, like, logical steps in a row. You just kind of have to solve all of it at once, which can be really tricky. This looks like it's going to be really irritating to do. So let's start with this because it's the furthest out of the way here. And then let's jump across. Do I have to go around? How do I go around this side? Yeah. This is really irritating. Okay, what? Let's try again now that I kind of know where they all are. Let's just try first going around one edge and then going up the other side. And, okay, I got the gold times. That's all I care about. There is a cube somewhere here, though. Is it? Ah, there it is. Tiles. Oh. Okay, no, none of this. Connect all dark cells. Feels like... No. I could put a dark cell here and go around. Right? That would be how it would have to go. Or put a dark cell to go around this way. This is always dark, then there's no way to make this light. Yeah, there's no way to make this light. That's dark. These are always dark. So it's a matter of whether it's... This is always dark, so it's a matter of whether it's here. I think that's always dark too. Wait, that would be too many pieces to... Oh, I hate these. I really hate them. Is there any way this is dark? This is light? Connect all dark cells and make... Yeah, there's no way to do that. So this has to be dark. Which makes this light. Well, there's also this. Certainly this is dark, because that would suck. I think these all have to be light. This would be a problem. I think that would be a problem too. No, that's fine. Wait, no, this is fine. I can make a version of that. Yeah, this is fine. Let's see how that works out. Is this a dark cell? Yeah, this could be. That could be. This one being a dark cell is possible. What if I have dark cell here? That's possible. What left is an impossible... So we know that can't be a white cell because there's no way to do it without connecting things in a bad way. But this can't be a white cell, I think, because then no, I can make this be a white cell. Can this not be a white cell? Yeah, this can't be a white cell, so that's dark. Can this be a white cell? Yeah, can this? No. So is it just that? Okay. Boring! Underclude grids are so boring. Just let me solve a puzzle. Oh, cool. This is my favorite type, so... we gotta make a really, really big thing here. But it looks sickly in some way. Oh, that was close enough? Okay, fine. Am I looking at that? It looks like I'm looking at this one, but I gotta be a lot closer to it. Like, yeah. There. It's pretty easy. Sightseer, I'll say. Did I see something else or just... Oh, there's a ring right there. That's what I was looking at. Now I'm just looking across this gap. So let's get that one done. Wow. They're usually not that easy. I mean, I guess if you just started the game yesterday, they're going to be hard. Is there any way... Can't get it from this side. This feels like it'd be too much. So is there any way to get that piece Feels like in order to get that piece, I have to be on this side of it. But how would I then get this piece? Maybe from back here. Wow, that's a good one. Alright, let's check the top of this building. Always gotta check the top of the building, because maybe that's where the other matchbox piece is. And it is not. Alright then, so where is your buddy? Is it down low? That'd be funny. Ah, I see. Nice. Okay, so we gotta just be here. Let's grab this hidden penta, why not? And then that Sightseer, and then that Sightseer. Wow, there's two of them. Let's just grab them. I feel like I'm falling behind on Sightseers because it's one of the puzzle types I didn't do a lot of early on, because early on I didn't know the landscape as well, so Sightseers were much harder. But now that I've wandered around for 7,000 episodes of this, that I know you've watched all of in what's it, half speed, so you can take notes. Anyway, but in all those episodes, I've done this so many times that I see a Sightseer and I have a pretty good idea of where it's going to be without too much work. There's still a couple that are quite difficult, but so far not too many. Alright, this last guy, let's... Tree? I feel like that would be an obvious place to put one. In the bush? No. I do see the orb closing in from this side, which means it's probably closer to this side, especially if the orb isn't closing in over here. Yeah, it isn't, so I would think it's going to be somewhere over this way. Oh! Ha! Interesting. Nice. Alright, let's see if I can get these two Sightseers done. I gotta look and see a lot of pink. So which direction am I gonna see pink? This way, so I'm looking through here. Nope. That was not what I wanted to do. So I'm looking through here. I've got to see... There. And now... This one is just looking through this way. Those are both nice and easy. Let's run down and grab some in these areas. Again, sort of edge things between Autumn Falls and Shady Wildwood. This maze, I think, is going to be Autumn Falls. I don't think the mazes have that edge case thing where it could be part of... What the heck? Is this really... This is a maze? You call this a maze? Okay. Like I said, some puzzles are considered part of one or the other when you wouldn't expect. I think all the mazes are pretty easy to tell which world they belong to. Yeah. There we go. Just check in, make sure I don't miss anything like that leitmotif, which it's not going to be from up here. I think it's going to... Oh, actually, it's probably going to be from this side. Yeah, it's going to be this rock. There it is. Oh, hey. Let's try this out. 6 tiles remaining. All dark regions of Area 3. So those two... But it's not going to be these two, because they have Area 3. So I think it... Wouldn't it be this? So I think it's these 2 tiles. Well, if these were for sure, then this would have to be white. Oh, okay, no, maybe... Oh, because it could be the other way around. So I think it's that. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, I gotta be in this cluster so I can see them all. But then I gotta find an angle there and... Oh, and here, so maybe back a little for... Oh, okay. So, can I get an angle that's a little closer to it? Not really. Ooh. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna stand on top of this. Oh, it doesn't count it because... There. Yeah, it's only counting the 2 dimensions. So maybe from this side? There we go. I made that harder than it needed to be, for sure. Out of my way. Alright then. There. Well, it's just Shady Wildwood for a while. Probably for the rest of the video. That's what I'm going to do. Don't make that pattern. Well, if this is light, we'd have to make that pattern, so this has to be dark. And then we can't do this. This got to be light. Let's see. Well, since we can't have diagonal, the 4's either got to be this or that. Well, let's say vertical. If it's vertical, we make that assumption, then what's going to happen here is I got to get 11. Will this be 11? Oh yeah, then it's a simple matter of just filling it in. Cool. Yep. I hear a cube, but I'm busy. Okay. Is it inside the building? Could be inside the building. There. Trying to see if I can look down and get... No! No! Ah! No! Okay. Or maybe it's the outside. Oh, it's just right here. I just wasn't paying attention. But you. Those are singles. So the only way to get anything started here is to move those. Oh, that's the whole thing. That's all I had to do. Man, it really is a world of difference on the shifting mosaics between the ones in the hub world and the ones in the enclaves. Man. Okay, let's get some hidden pentads because they're easy to see. I will be very sad when I'm out of hidden pentads. They're some of my favorites. Yeah, that was an easy one. But they're so easy to find. There's not that many in the game. I think there's 250 or so total in the entire game. There's a ring here? Or did I hallucinate? There's only like 250 in the entire game. They're also very obvious where they are. You can see a huge structure like that. So you tend to find them pretty quick. Unlike hidden cubes. Okay, I see. So I think from here... So because there's so few of them and you can find them very easily, they are probably going to be one of the first you complete. If you're looking to complete every puzzle in the game. Because you're a crazy person. Alright, haven't looked back here yet, maybe? In this sort of corner area? Behind this log? Can I get through there at all, or do I have to go? Oh no, that's the one I saw before. Okay. Well, where should I stand for that leitmotif? On top of the log work? Yeah, the top of the log works. Okay. Orb is coming in this direction. Maybe it's up here somewhere. It's not in the log. Oh, it's literally right there. I just kept running over it. And let's grab a Sightseer while we're at it. So that's looking at a log. It's more this direction. I think here? Yeah, this log right here. You can tell because we're looking up at Serene Deluge. And this building there was very obvious. Oh hey, puzzle radar. Let's use it to grab some hidden type puzzles. Alright, exactly one symbol per everything. So, corner rule is going to do this. Corner rule is going to do this. This probably connects just to the 7. I don't think we're going to do anything crazy with it. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Corner rule puts dark cell, not light cell. So that means it has to be done this way. Which means that's got to be done. Why not just that, yeah. Let's get that puzzle radar and then see if I can't find some cubes, some arches, some glide rings, perhaps. Let's see. I feel like there's a lot of cubes over here, I just noticed. So, there's one there. There's one here. There's 2 here on the wall. And then there's another one, another couple of them over this way. Yeah, cubes I haven't got a lot of. Like, there's about 1,200 cubes in the game. Oh, there we go. Oh, I stand here and look there, I see. Where's that other? I see ring this way, so I might as well go get it. Yeah, because I would have missed this otherwise. What's that? Oh, there's a cube. There's stuff on the island I missed. Cube, ring. Archways? Yeah. Hey. Hey, thank you. Ring. There's an archway on this island. I think there was there a second one in this direction? Yes, there was. Wow, I was here and I missed all of this. That's why it's good to grab those puzzle riders. Anyway, I was saying there's like 1,200 cubes in the game. I've only gotten like 200 of them so far. Okay. Don't make diagonals. All dark regions are very 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so which one? Let's assume this one's the dark cell. This is the dark cell. Here. What do we do here? Actually, if we assume this isn't, then we actually have... I see. I think this has to be the only way to get this to work. Which means... all of these have to be light. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can't have all 5 be here, so 1 has to be there. And then there's 4. All dark regions are 4. Why would there be any dark cells here? Yeah, unless there's a dark cell down here, we have to make 4. We can try. What if I do it this way? We would have to do this. What if I... right, all dark regions are very 4. So what if we make this happen? And then here. And then here, there. See what I'm doing here? See what I'm doing? Alright. Yeah. Just make a bunch of sticks. Alright, back to what I was doing, I guess. Hanging around this edge area of Shady Wildwood. Let's grab some puzzles along this lower edge. Can I get these rings from here? I think so. That's good. When they put the rings out in the middle of float in the middle of nowhere, you get a lot less angles that you can... Is this one of these special skytraps? Yeah, it is. A lot fewer angles you can use. Nice. Which means that if it happens to randomly be one that the angle is from the middle of nowhere, it's just, you can't do it. Okay. That's it. There's really not a lot going on there. Anything here? Woo! Maybe something along the edge here. It doesn't look like it. Kind of looks like this edge is free. Or there's a Sightseer and an arch. We'll take those. Am I looking at a bridge up this way? Looking at a bridge with some stairs. It's not around this corner, is it? No, this corner's got nothing, so no. What bridge would I be looking at then? It's got to have the stairs next to it is the thing. Okay, so this obviously, yeah, it's solved there. I feel like I know this bridge, but is it closer to Serene Deluge maybe? That? Yeah, that's... This feels like I'm getting too far away for the Sightseer, based on where I picked it up. But there's like a bridge coming down from Serene Deluge that's like this. Yeah, it's like that. See, this type of bridge, but it needs to have the staircase. So it's not going to be this direction. Alright, changed the music to the wrong place. So I just need to find more this direction where that type of bridge is. Because it's not... I heard it. Oh, I thought I heard a cube. So, I picked up the Sightseer right down there. So is there a bridge further along these roads? Oh, in the tree. I'm not familiar with that particular bridge. Right? Like, seems like I should be able to just nail that one. It's not something this way. The rivers don't go this far out. I can't look at the map. Oh, don't change my camera for me, please. If we head down this direction, we don't see any bridges like that. It's odd. I can't find... So the only bridge I could find that looks like that doesn't have the stairs next to it, which is really the piece that I would need. That was there. It's not in Shady Wildwood. That's not the right type of architecture. Because the hubs each have their own brand of architecture that's pretty consistent. Is that the piece that's in the rock there? Yeah, it is. Nice. So... there's no way it's the bridge that's way over here. It's so far away. Right? This is so far away. And it doesn't have the right staircase next to it because we're no longer in Autumn Falls. It's in the tree? What's it? It's under the bridge? Yeah, it's under the bridge. We follow the bridge. Oh, is it down here? It's the right bridge type, but again, there's no stair. We follow it some more. I'm really far away from where I picked up the Sightseer, so this cannot possibly be it. Like, that's the thing about the Sightseers, is they do sometimes require travel, but not a lot horizontally, if that makes sense. Like, vertically, sure, I could pick up a Sightseer and have to, you know, walk 3 steps forward and go 12 miles up. That I can do. Where would I find another bridge that matches the vibes of the one in the Sightseer? Hold on, let's grab this here. This isn't it. See, this is too curved. It can't be the curved bridge. It has a straight up and down. It's giving me a higher vantage point. I picked up the Sightseer down there. Right? That's the style of bridge, but it needs to have the red stairs next to it. It's also got a lot of cool rock that it's looking at, right? Like it's in shadows, which again suggests this direction, but like it's way too far away. We shouldn't have to go this far to get to the bridge. At least I'm finding a bunch of matchboxes while I look for it, but yeah, this is the bridge type, but we're missing the stair. I've been going in circles and I haven't seen it. I'm a little annoyed by that, because it looks like this should be a very, very obvious landmark. That is a bridge with the river. I should be able to find that. Shouldn't be struggling. Yeah, I picked it up right here, so it's got to be somewhere near. And the stairs are an Autumn Falls stair. It's not from a different world. It's not lower down here? That could be. It could be down here somewhere. If there's a bridge here. Doesn't seem to be much in the way of bridges, but missed the ring. There. I don't really see a bridge. Yeah, I got some nice little rope bridges here, but that's not what I'm looking for necessarily. Where's that one? Okay. There's the green. So the red was like tucked in there. Yeah, it's there. Let's try it from this angle. Okay, we have more river here, but it's not the right thing. There's not going to be any bridge here either. It's just going to be a dead end. And this is all dry. It's also very bright. Like what I'm looking at in here is not like in shadow, but it is not getting the direct gaze of the sun. So where is it? I've spent like 5 minutes looking for this. This is unbelievable. Like an actual sightseer that's crazy hard. And not for the reason you'd expect. Like you'd think it's crazy hard because you can't make out what you're looking at, so you never know where you're supposed to look. This is just, where is that particular bridge? The bridges are all arched. And if I look at my map, I lose the sightseer. So I can't look at the map while I do this. So I can't use that to orient myself. So I could follow all these rivers until I find something. Continue walking up. This one? It's too far away. It just is too far away. This would be the only sightseer in the game that required such a trip if it was that far away. It's an interesting spot for a ring. Following this up. Yeah, we get back here. I've seen this spot. This isn't it. I mean, I think it's got to be in this area, but there's that bridge again. Correct bridge type, not correct architecture around it. But the thing is, this one also doesn't. These are the only two bridges I've seen that are like this. Is there one I'm missing somewhere in this area? What the hell? This is really strange. Looking at all these rivers, this is too far away. It's just way too far away. Wow, I'm stumped. Like, it's not like, oh, I kind of know where it is, but I can't seem to get the right angle. It's, I do not know where this is. I've actually got a sightseer that is a complete 100% failure in every way. Not failure of the game, failure of me. I cannot tell in any way where I'm supposed to be looking because every place I've checked within a remotely reasonable distance to the sightseer is wrong. There's another river piece, but again, wrong bridge type. And of course the bridge is too high in the air. And we're all the way at the other end of Autumn Falls. Like, there's no way a sightseer should expect you to move that far. Here, I'll use the map. Let me go back to where I picked up the Sightseer, which is over here. And we're going to open the map, look at the rivers. So it's gone. So let's pick it back up from here. This is the one, yeah. So in this area, there's got to be, so there's bridges. I mean, this map is terrible with looking for bridges, but it's got to be in this general area here. It's not going to be the bridges up here. This is too far away. So it's got to be here. Which means I should be able to just explore the rivers here and find it. Is it down further? Is there more river? This is just waterfall. Like, if there was more river down here, maybe it'd be down there, but... God damn it. Okay. At some point I should just hang it up. I've found a bunch of other hidden objects while doing this, so at least I found some puzzles, even if I didn't find this one Sightseer. So I picked it up, following rivers. And at this point, I feel like I'm too far away. Yeah, this is pushing it as far as distance goes. It's really pushing it. And then there's no bridge there. That's the end of the line. And here we are, back at this bridge, which isn't it, because there's no red stair. Huh. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that one. Well, since I looked at the map, I've lost the Sightseer, and I'm far away from it now, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to ponder why I couldn't find that bridge. It's actually going to really bug me, because I don't see that bridge anywhere in this entire place. That bothers me. I should be able to find it. There really isn't any area I haven't scoured here. I have really checked. Alright, well, I'm going to leave it there then and call it a day. In a very annoying place. I'm sorry to do it that way. But we'll have to solve that mystery another time because it's been over an hour and I have other things to do. So I'll see you around. Thanks for watching, etc., etc. Have a good day. Bye.